Hello, this is Spidey 1958 and welcome to my Let's Play Industrial Automation. This world has now been updated completely to 1.25 with some changes that were required by some mods not being updated and that, which I'll go through first of all here. So let's go to the biggest change first, is the reactor. The force field mod has not yet updated, and I didn't see any evidence it was going to update in the near future. So I completely rebuilt my reactor room using a new mod, and it's not quite as safe as it used to be. So the first thing, let's go over here. This is a new device from the nuclear control mod. It's basically, I set it for a temperature, and when it reaches that temperature it sends a redstone signal out, which goes into the existing thing you've already seen here. Though I've redone it before, I had normal wireless here. These devices are all from Chicken Bone's new wireless redstone, his version. So I've converted it all over to these. But it's basically the same thing here. When this emits a redstone signal, it will trip this, which I can also trip by pushing that button there, which will send a signal out 100. This one here, when this one reaches full, it trips this, and when this one has any energy pulled out of it, it trips it. So right now, it doesn't need to be charged, so it's emitting a redstone signal. So at the moment, this reactor isn't running. And it's basically the same design. I have ice in the corners like before. And this is the what turns it on and off. Basically, I have a switch here. If either one of these turns on, this one comes from the switch and the safety switch and manual switch. This one comes from the power needs. It sends a redstone signal which turns off. In the back here, I have a provider pipe that keeps 128 ice in here at all times. Now the wall I have over here around it is probably wouldn't protect me if this would probably not prevent damage if this reactor goes. As you can see, I don't even have a top. It's like an old style open pit water reactor. So if this reactor does blow up, it's probably going to make a really big hole. But hopefully my safety stuff will prevent it from doing that, and I'll keep an eye on it. I may upgrade this back to using Force Fields mod when that mod becomes available. I don't know at this point, but we'll see. So let's go out here and away from the noisy spiders. Look at a couple other changes. And that annoying noise that I can't seem to make quieter is from the Team Fortress teleporters. I will probably need to go in and remove the sound files. But basically I had to recreate them here. So this one goes to my jungle I showed you before, this one goes to the desert, and this one goes to the volcano quarry, which I can probably get running again now that I think the problems with chunk loading blocks have been fixed. So we'll have to see about that. And over here, the rolling machine got much simpler. I don't know if it works directly with logistics tubes, but it does now work with a chest next to it. And those who have downloaded my world, I did do a video on how to install all these new mods with a download of my world. And one thing I didn't have is this little thing here to return the final product out to a chest. So I will update the download at some point for the world to fix that little error, but other than that, it's pretty much the way it is. Another change from the mods is before this one that did the flint, all it produced was gunpowder. It was 100%. Now at like 60% chance of sand, a 37% chance of clay, and only a 3% chance of gunpowder, which is much more reasonable. But it helps me. I kept running out of sand for my system, so this was very useful to have a new way of adding even more sand in automatically. So, and I think that's basically all the changes. The conversion process was a little bit labor intensive because red powers, all the machines were either screwed up or pointed the wrong way, so I had to go through and fix those. Another big thing is all my teleport pipes lost all their settings, which is a known issue when you upgrade. So if you're upgrading a world and you have teleport pipes, you're going to have to reset every single teleport pipe. And that took me a while to sort out. Hopefully I have it all sorted out now. And I think that was it. That for the new changes in that. This episode, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go build a house out here for a different reason than you might realize, but I'm going to build a little house. So let's see, where am I going to build it? I think I'll build it right here and that, and I'm going to build it out of wood. So let me go get the stuff. I already have it all in a chest to build it, so I'll be right back. Okay, this is going to be the floor of the new house that I'm building. And you may be wondering, why am I building a house here? I already have my main home here, move sheep, and that. Well, I will tell you that as soon as I finish building here, but that's probably pretty boring, watching me build a wooden house. So I'll go ahead and get the house finished, show it to you, and then show you what I'm doing. So I'll be back shortly. I'm back, and here you can see I built my little house. Glass windows, little bed, all the basic amenities and that. And the reason I wanted to build this is I'm going to start building bases. And since the chuck loader blocks are theoretically fixed, I figured I would automate my building of bases. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put a landmark there, and let's go ahead and knock that off temporarily. Get a couple blocks of wood. We'll just be missing a torch in this corner. So we'll put one there. Run down here, put one here. Run down here. Put one here. And when we click on it, it encompasses the entire house. Oh, it doesn't encompass the torches. So let me go. So I will have to do this slightly different than I thought I would. So let's go ahead and pick these up and put them back down. Grab a torch here, put it back up there. And we'll go ahead and put a landmark down here. And one down here. One over here. And then right here we'll go ahead. Build us a little pillar. Put one here. I think that's tall enough. Nope, it's not tall enough. Open one there. Turn on our get out our architect's table and a blank blueprint. Put down our architect's table here. Pick up our landmarks, otherwise I will forget about them. Okay. And we're going to call this Auto House. And we put in our template. And we get our blueprint. Oops. So let's go ahead and pick this up. And let's go and save that in our library quick. Which is unfortunately near the noisy part of the house. I will definitely get that fixed next episode. So if we put it here. I thought I was supposed to put it in there. Oh, it did. I see. There are separate areas for it. So, probably because of all the moving the files away, around. And I think that's where we'll call this episode. Next episode, we're going to build some chunk loader blocks and set them up around here. And then go out and set up some bases around our remote sites and set them up with chunk loaders, and hopefully we won't have issues like we had last time with frame rates and all that. I'm probably going to have to do some more optimizing on this build because my frame rate has been dropping a little bit and I may look at doing that. But so as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like. And if you disliked it, give me a dislike. That's fine too. And leave a comment. And remember, if you want to see this world, you can now download the world itself. Plus, there's a video with links to all the mods to create your own install so you can run in the same world I play in. So until next time, this is Spidey1958, and have fun Minecrafting.